How to make your own mojitos, what your favorite TV show says about your dating life, back to school staples to help all ages make the grade.
I'm afraid to learn what my favorite TV show says about my dating life. Good morning, welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Michelle Phillips. You know, we all have a vice or two, whether it's a bad reality television show or a Krispy Kreme donut.
Hello.
Turns out some vices are good for you, like happy hour. Light to moderate drinking is associated with lower risk of heart disease, stroke, and death, and that means less than one alcoholic drink per day. And take a break for coffee. Drinking coffee lowers inflammation and increases levels of good cholesterol. Doctors say up to 5 cups of coffee a day is okay. And kiss your allergies goodbye. Kissing feels good, but it can also lower both you and your partner's chance of getting allergies.
Oh,
I know. And try carbs for cardio health. Carbs get a bad rep, but taste so good. And research shows that people who eat whole grains tend to weigh less and have a lower risk for heart disease.
the TV show you are obsessed with could reveal what you're like on a date. Now, here are a few of our favorites. 30 Rock. There will be sub sandwiches and white wine. No sex. Okay. If you are a big fan of Arrested Development, you're awesome. If you love Dancing with the Stars, you have newfound affection and respect for Gilles Marini. Who doesn't? The Office, you're awfully loyal. And if you love the new show, The New Girl, you understand Zooey Deschanel like no one else does.
I like Zooey Deschanel.
I do
She's
too.
adorable.
Yes, she's very self-deprecating too. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and a lot of people love that show.
She is.
Yeah.
And The Office. I have to say, I love that one too.
Do you like The Office?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. Okay, so there you go. Without a significant other to help you pay attention to your habits, it can be hard to stay balanced if you're living alone. Here's how to do it. Savor your alone time. Bring a book to lunch out with a glass of wine. Take long walks around your neighborhood and focus on your goals. If you love your job, work harder at it. If you hate it, look for a new one. And the nice thing about being single is you can be selfish and focus entirely on your own goals without supporting anyone else. And also cook more, even if you don't know how to make 2 things. Cooking in your place makes a house a lot more of a home. And August brings the heat both in temperature and shopping deals, and we have some of the best buys for the month. Lawnmowers, prices drop 20% or more. Everyone's already got them in the summer, and to lure customers to buy a new one, prices go down. Players, laptops, MP3 devices. Companies push out older models to make room for new computers before the school year starts. And some excellent sales, and some stores will throw in freebies such as printers and software. And new tech items typically arrive in September, so shoppers have time to check them out before they begin their Christmas shopping. And then the fashion accessories. Retailers carrying belts and scarves are looking to move those bright colored items to make room for the darker winter designs. And of course, sleepwear. Cold weather is coming, boo-hoo! And with it comes some new styles and heavier materials such as flannel and fleece.
Parents, it is time to start shopping for the kids, so helping us this morning is our very own Michelle Yarn. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning. Can you believe we're checking off that back to school list already?
I know, already. I thought we were still in summer, but okay.
Well, when it comes to supplies, Staples is the place to go. They have everything you need from kindergarten to college.
The Locker chandelier.
Yeah, I mean, they've got your trends and your essentials. And right now, you can save with the Staples Back to School Savings Pass. It's $10. You can use it once a day through September 15th and save 15% on supplies like pens, papers, and notebooks.
That adds up, too.
Yeah, and they have a good binder recycling program as well. Bring in an old one, you get $2 off of a new one. Now, when it comes to keeping the kids and teens looking good without breaking the bank, Old Navy is your go-to store.
Old Navy.
They have a huge selection of essentials like backpacks for under 20 bucks. Jeans are essential, lots of different colors and styles for under 40. Even the looks you might need for uniforms. But when it comes to the must-have fashions, for girls, keep an eye out for patterns and stripes up top, ruffled skirts, knee-length dresses, and riding boots.
Oh, I love that.
And for the boys, they're loving the striped polos, hooded shirts, plaid shorts, even chino pants, and high-top sneakers.
Very preppy chic.
Yes, absolutely, and they've got you covered. Now, when it comes to footwear, I love Stride Right, and they really are your one-stop shop for all your back-to-school shoes because they're fashionable, but they also have function and great fit. And for girls, you'll see lots of sparkle. They've got these great Cinderella shoes with magic lights and Jessica Simpson boots for fall. And then for the boys, you can do a casual shoe like these Sperry's are really popular, or go colorful like the Saucony Kinvara sneaker.
See, these are super hip. I love those.
It wouldn't be back to school without talking about school lunches,
True.
correct?
Yes.
Right? So Thermos brand makes these really cool Funtainer bottles and food jars. These are great because now parents can pack fresh foods for their kids because the Funtainer bottles, for instance, can keep drinks cold for up to 12 hours.
Whoa.
And the food jars can keep food hot for up to 5 hours and cold for up to 7. They're BPA-free, stainless steel, and as you can see, lots of really cool designs to choose from.
Yeah, now I know they're for kids, but I wouldn't mind having the Hello
Super
Kitty
cute,
Thermos
right?
brand.
Another thing stylish kids love are the Thermos brand lunch kits that you can find here. Again, lots to choose from. I love this novelty cupcake design too. It's really cute. So while we're talking about food, I have to mention Happy Family because they make delicious organic foods for babies and kids. And they just introduced this new line of 5 single-serve snacks called Happy Times. So there's lots of different options, but ones I wanted to point out, for instance, these Veggie Pals, organic carrot, orange, and apple gummies. There's a whole serving of fruit in those for the kids.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then also Sunny Buddies. Check these out on the end over here. These are whole grain snacks packed with berries and sunflower butter, which is great to avoid nut allergies if you need to.
Oh, yeah.
But again, healthy organic foods the kids love, and these are fun. Look at the back of the packaging. Moms can leave a
send a
note
little
for their
note?
kids. Yeah, you could throw something
Adorable.
different in there every day. So the kids are eating healthy foods and they're having fun with it, which is really important.
Great way to get the kids to eat fruits and vegetables without them even
Being
knowing
sneaky.
it. Michelle, some great options
Yep.
for back to school buys. For more information on any of these items, just head to our website.
Forbes is out with their list of top colleges for this year, and we've got it. Princeton University tops the charts. Graduates score with higher career success rates and low debt, but it's expensive. Tuition costs $54,000 a year. Number 2 is Williams College. It's another university with a low number of students defaulting on their debt. And Stanford University scores the 3rd spot and also ranks as the 3rd highest when it comes to graduate pay. And University of Chicago is 4th, and Yale University rounds out the top 5. Now for the rest of the top 10. Harvard University is number 6. Number 7, United States Military Academy. Tuition is free. 8, Columbia University. 9, Pomona College. 10, Swarthmore College. And for more info on all of those colleges we just mentioned, go to our website at lifeloveshopping.com.
Where have you gone for your vacation this year? If you are having trouble deciding, here are some options for you. Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, most dramatic example of wide open space. They've got hot springs, the animals roaming around the park, elks, bison, gray wolves. California's Highway 1, one of the best road trips you can ever take, 135-mile stretch from Central California to San Francisco, and one of the most meditative drives you can take. Try it in a classic car if you can. Astonishing view of the land meeting the sea and the cliffs there in Carmel. Also, New Orleans, the French Quarter. If you haven't visited, it's definitely one of those trips you must take. Featuring French colonial townhouses, Creole cottages. If you're an architecture fan, you'll love the city. The mansions with the balconies laced with ironwork are beautiful. Either on vacation or home, you don't have to stay traditional when it comes to making mojitos. Get creative. Christine Mazura and Beth Music, they are both here to show you how to put a fun spin on the traditional mojito. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Let's start with the traditional mojito. What's in it and how do we make it?
Well, traditional mojito starts with, of course, the rum, which is actually made out of molasses. Most of the rums you find are usually in the Caribbean or in Cuba. 3 ingredients which we have displayed are, of course, lime, mint, sugarcane. We muddle everything up, as she's doing right now.
And the fresher the better, right?
Yes,
Beth?
of course,
I mean,
of course.
it's
Always
now,
fresh
right?
mint.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fresh
yes.
mint
And
this
this is
time
fresh
of year.
sugar cane, just actually cut.
Oh, okay.
We use that as a garnish because usually what you make it with is the simple syrup, which is sugar, granulated sugar, and water. It's just reduced down.
And does it matter what kind of rum you use? Should you use top shelf? Should you?
You can use whatever you want. They all taste different,
Okay.
actually. The standard one we like to use is Bacardi, which is traditional from Cuba. I believe they opened in 1940, Bacardi down in Cuba. So that's our traditional mojito.
But not a dark rum, right?
No,
In the traditional mojito.
no, but you can make them with dark rum.
Okay.
It
Oh.
just changes the taste a little bit. So there's the
beautiful.
traditional
And
mojito.
that's traditional, so you can use other ingredients to create new types of mojitos, such as a sunshine mojito?
Yes, I'm glad you asked me. The other one we wanted to show you was one of our most popular in our lounge is the sunshine mojito, and we like to showcase the oranges in Florida.
Beautiful.
But we do add a twist where we add the blood oranges, which is actually they originated in Italy and Spain, but we do grow them in California.
Okay.
The blood orange has it's a little bit darker inside, it's sweeter, and it's a little bit smaller. Now, they're not in season right now, so you can buy the syrup, which is the Monin syrup over there in front of you.
This one right here? Okay.
And it's actually made with fresh ingredients. That is the blood orange. It makes
So
it a
you don't
little bit
have-
darker.
There you go.
So it's a sweet blood orange mojito. We call it our sunshine.
Okay.
Okay.
Very, very popular.
And then you have one that I see includes champagne.
Yes.
Or sparkling.
Yes.
Ah, bring it on.
This is my favorite. And it's a little different because you can use anything you want in mojitos, basically. I mean, any kind of fruit. We have a drink called the Celebration. We have a lot of people at our hotel that are celebrating something special. You want to make?
Okay.
And we make ours with cachaça, which is actually the Brazilian rum. It's known as the Brazilian rum. It's made out of sugar cane, not molasses. So that is the most popular drink in Brazil. And we combine that with lime, strawberries, sparkling, and we add a little bit of a liqueur called sadia, which is an acai berry. The acai berries are actually picked in the Amazon in Brazil.
Everything's so healthy.
Yes, yes. So you don't feel guilty.
I like that excuse to drink.
You don't feel guilty because you have your fruit.
And isn't the an antioxidant, right?
Yes, it is.
Right.
Yes, it is.
See,
Yes.
So you're really
Yes,
taking
there's
care of
hundreds and hundreds of berries, acai berries in there.
Oh.
And it's a little bit bubbly, but that is very, very popular at the hotel.
Gorgeous. All right, ladies.
Delicious.
Thank you. For
You're
more
welcome. Thanks for
information
having
on
us.
these recipes, you can just head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com. Stay with us, still plenty more to come here. If you wonder how an Olympian gets the money to fund their Olympic dreams, we are going to tell you how they do it right after the break.
And what to do when your dream job turns into a nightmare. We'll tell you what you can do coming up next.
Cheers, ladies. Thank you.
Training full-time for the Olympics is a full-time job, but it's not a fruitful one. To fund their dreams, hopefuls get creative. Nick Simmons, the American half-miler, used eBay to auction his skin as a temporary tattoo canvas for sponsors. It worked, earning him an extra $11,000. And James Ellington, the British sprinter, sold himself on eBay for promotional purposes. He raised nearly 53 grand, but the mysterious bidder never came forward. And Tim Morehouse, to attract attention of sponsors, the U.S. fencer gave high-profile demonstrations to President Obama and celebrities such as Donald Trump.
Our lives are busy and we are the ultimate multitaskers, but what if you could exercise and help feed the hungry at the same time? Would you do it? Here to tell us how to do just that is Michelle Promaleko, Editor-in-Chief of Women's Health. Good morning, Michelle.
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
Very good. So tell us about the growing trend of philanthropic fitness.
Well, first of all, it's tricky to say, right?
Yeah.
You can't say that term 3 times fast in a row. But the concept is actually really simple. It's doing something good for your body or for yourself at the same time that you're doing something good for the world.
So tell us about what is Run 10, Feed 10.
Right, so Run 10 Feed 10 is a nationwide 10K race that Women's Health is launching this fall. September 23rd is the flagship race in New York City, and then we're rolling it out in 10 other markets. And for people who aren't in those markets, they can map their own run in their hometown by going to a site called walkjogrun.net.
Okay.
And all the funds that we raise are going to benefit domestic hunger. So you're feeding people in your community.
Which I think is really important. We do so much for other countries globally. It's important to focus on what's happening here in the U.S. because so many people go hungry here in the United States.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. I mean, I had always sort of thought of hunger as an international problem and was pretty shocked to learn that almost 50 million people are at risk for going hungry in this country, and 16 million of them are children, which means 1 in 5 kids doesn't know where their next meal is coming from. So this is, just not okay. Hunger is a solvable problem, and this is, a great way that we can start, having a solution to it.
So we'll link people up as far as getting involved on the website for Run 10 Feed 10. Any tips for training for a 10K?
Right. Well, actually, Women's Health, in anticipation of this event, has mapped out a 6-week 10K training plan. So there's still enough time. Log on today. If you go to run10feed10.com, you can absolutely find it there. But really, I mean, you can walk this race, you can jog it, you can crawl it, you know, it's all for a good cause, whatever it takes. But, you know, it's 6.2 miles. It's very doable for a lot of people. And yeah, just start small. You know, I think a walk run is the most doable way to do it. You know, you run a little, you walk a little, get friends involved, do it together. You're chatting along the way. It's over before you know it, and you feel great because you're propelled by the fact that you're doing something good for the world. You're getting in shape at the same time you're giving back to your community. So it's a total win-win.
I think people underestimate the power of walking.
Yeah, no, it's great exercise.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Michelle, thank you so much. We're going to post a link to all of this information on our website, lifeloveshopping.com.
When you're not running to help others, you may have come to a realization that your once dream job is now a nightmare. Here's how to rebound. The mourning period. You realize you're a better fit someplace else. It's okay to shed the tears of disappointment that things didn't work out the way you wanted them to. And the breakup. This is the part where dating and working differ. In most cases, you can't just have the talk with your boss and move on. And in finding the perfect match, you need to come up with a game plan. Start looking for a job that'll be a better fit.
Dealing with an unemployed husband can be a touchy subject. Paul Anderson, a career consultant from ProLango, joining us via Skype to give us tips on how to help him out of that slump and find a job quickly. Paul, what's the best way to motivate an unemployed spouse?
You know, as husbands, we're pretty insecure already about our unemployment situation. So the last thing we need is people nagging at us saying, why aren't you trying hard enough? I think people are really trying hard out there. You know, the online application game has changed so much, Andrea. It's amazing. People sending out resume after resume. It's pretty common to not hear back, and then you get discouraged, and then you go into that state of depression. So the best thing the spouse can do is find ways to motivate them and maybe sit down with them on the internet, research what are the latest job search techniques that are out there so they can change their approach and maybe you'll see more traction. So that's what I was focused on.
All right, great advice, Paul. Paul Anderson is presenting seminars across the country. All you need to do, visit prolango.com for all of the information.
Who's the most popular celebrity on Facebook? Here's a hint. It's a rapper. The answer after the break. Plus, looking for a new summer halter top? How to make one in minutes out of a t-shirt without any sewing. Next.
Congrats to the U.S. Olympic equestrian show jumping team. Well, we see it on Pinterest all the time, DIY projects that turn an old t-shirt into a trendy tank. Rachel K is here to test it out and show us if it can be done.
It can be done, and I'm going to do it for you guys on TV.
Okay.
It's simple. It's really cute. You can turn these old t-shirts into cute beach cover-ups and stuff like that, and you just need scissors. Chalk, and of course, you know, your t-shirt.
6 easy steps, Rachel.
6 easy steps. So I'm going to start with this shirt here. First, you need to outline it with the chalk. So you can take sidewalk chalk or anything. Color is good on a white shirt. You just want to outline the sleeve first because you're going to cut the sleeves off first like that. And then the V. You make the V however deep you want it, and then you flip it over, and we're going to do the back. So the back, you just take the same line across from where the sleeve cut off.
Okay, so armpit to armpit.
Armpit to armpit, straight across, as straight as you can. A ruler's a good way to help with that.
Did you use a ruler on this?
Of course I did,
yes,
Andrea.
I know
of course.
You did. Well, it looks terrifically straight, Rachel. I'm impressed.
Right, and then you just cut the V the same down the back as where you cut from the front. So you just continue the line straight back.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna cut.
All right, let me take that.
All right, so I did a little TV magic here, and I cut the sleeves off already.
Okay.
So you first cut the sleeves.
Got it. Sleeves are gone.
And then you want to cut the V part. So if you pinch it right up here, you go like that, and then you cut around.
Good scissors are important too, right?
Yeah. Good scissors, pinking shears are great.
Okay.
Okay, now you flip over to the back.
Okay.
So you leave that part out. You don't cut that off. You just cut it like that.
Okay.
So when you flip it over.
I see. I would have been a disaster already. Okay.
Right. If you would have kept going, you just cut that front part.
Okay.
So then you cut down the side like that.
Got it.
And then you just cut straight across on your nice line, but don't cut the front part, which...
And cut under the seam, right?
Yeah, cut under the seam, and then you cut straight across.
Look at you.
But don't cut the front part of the shirt. Make sure you get the scissors underneath it, or else you won't have a shirt anymore.
Okay.
And then it's done. Watch.
That's it.
You hold it up
Okay.
like this, and you have a shirt, and then you tie it. And I have a picture of me wearing another one I made earlier. Because it looks cute where you wear it with like a little bandeau top.
I like it.
Beach cover up, and this one's super fun.
Very tie-dye.
A little tie-dye.
You can wear this to
summer
Lollapalooza.
beach.
I can feel it.
Lollapalooza. It's perfect. It's hot out there.
We'll have
so.
the instructions on our Pinterest page as well. Michelle?
I love that. That's adorable. And what celebs do you like on Facebook? Jessica Reyes from our news partner, the DBZ, has the scoop.
Well, that's right, ladies. I'm guilty of checking their every move online, too, so it's no surprise that the following celebs are the most popular on social media. But who are the top 3? Let's take a look. We start off with Riri. She's managed to have a following of over 59 million fans. Of course, pics like this help in the process. Riri, who's always keeping us up to date with not only with her music but moods, falls behind the Monster Queen. Yeah, she's managed to have millions of little monsters on social media. As a matter of fact, Lady Gaga actually has her own personal social media site. But let's talk about Facebook, where she has over 53 million likes. Now, the big question is, who beat out these two ladies? A man. Well, rapper Eminem, believe it or not, the real Slim Shady has over 60 million likes on his Facebook fan page. Not bad for someone who isn't as social as the previous two. According to Forbes magazine, Eminem is picking up close to 179,000 new likes a week, edging out Rihanna. I'm Jessica Reyes, and that's a buzz on most popular celebs on Facebook.
All right, Jess, thank you so much. Well, cheers, my dear.
Cheers, yummy.
Ooh, boy, mojitos for all
Fun
my
day.
friends. Delicious.
Wow,
So
that's
we'll
good.
have recipes and links to all our mojito
Online.
magic online on our website, lifeloveshopping.com. And here at Life Love Shopping, we want to connect with you. When we're not on TV, you can stay in touch by liking our Facebook page and what's coming up on tomorrow's show. You can always check it out. And you can follow and tweet us on Twitter at LifeLoveShop. Thank you for joining us today. We're here on WE TV every weekday morning.
Bye-bye.
Mwah. Be good.
Cheers, ladies. Cheers.
Woo.
Yum.